In this video, we will discuss about the importance of stepping out of your comfort zone. If you have ever run a marathon, survived a natural disaster, or given birth, you know that your body is capable of much more than you think. One Navy SEAL followed a saying that when you feel that you're completely wiped off, you're actually only 40% done and have 60% in the tank. The inspiration principle comes to us not directly from the Navy SEAL themselves, but from a Californian billionaire, Jesse Itzler, founder of Marquis Jet, who was once running a 100-mile relay in San Diego with 6 other people when he encountered a 200-plus pound Navy SEAL running the entire race on its own. According to him, the man had broken all the bones in his feet and given himself kidney damage, but finished the race anyway. He was David Goggins, who is called the toughest man alive by few people, a SEAL who completed 14 races that were each 100-mile long, and he did it, most of it while on active duty with potentially fatal heart defect that limited him to about 75% of heart function. Itzler did what any billionaire worth his salt would do. He paid Goggins to live with him for a month and teach him weights. Goggins did things like teaching Itzler to do more pull-ups than he ever thought possible by making him do 100 more after he thought he was already exhausted from doing about 18. Itzler thought it was impossible, but he kept trying, one at a time, and eventually succeeded. Goggins is the only member of the US Armed Forces to complete SEAL training, US Army Ranger School, and Air Force Tactical Air Controller training. Any of those accomplishments alone would have been impressive, but that's not all. He's also the current Guinness record holder for most number of pull-ups done in 24 hours. Alongside that record are multiple first-place finishes at the most brutal ultra-endurance events, which attracts the toughest competitors from around the world. He thinks that he can complete virtually any task set before him. He probably can. But the point is that you have to see yourself accomplishing something before it really happens. The mind has to conceive it before the body can achieve it. The question he asks himself in times of struggle contain only 2 words: what if? When he first walked into the Navy SEAL recruiter office, Goggins was told that there were 35 African Americans in the past 70 years who had made it through. Goggins asked himself, what if I could be the 36th? Goggins has a secret weapon that he calls upon when he's about to break. Like many others, he has a cookie jar that he reaches into for the occasional treat, but this jar doesn't contain any of the things that you might typically find. There are no Oreos, no chips, no cookies in there. Instead, it contains every setback to overcome. He'll remember that he's a Navy SEAL who completed Hell Week 3 times. He'll remind himself that he's been through this pain before and survived. The obstacle in front of him is nothing compared to what he has faced. Goggins never dwells on his accomplishments. The only time he revisits them is when he needs extra fuel for a push he's making. He allows himself to reach into his cookie jar only when there is a need. It's never a treat. In contrast, we often spend time admiring our own work and accomplishment when we really should be advancing to the next task. We stroke our own egos and feel good at the moment, but we are not getting anywhere. We could accomplish so much more if we could spend our time doing the work and then occasionally looking back at how far we have come. The cookie jar should be used as a fuel and not as a distraction. Try living by the 40% rule in your own life, whether it's through exercise, in relationships, or in business. Challenge yourself to dig deeper and to ignore the mental limits you place on yourself as you travel the road to success. Pain is not something you want to avoid all the time, because when we continuously subject ourselves to it, we only grow stronger. As American runner and coach Joe Henderson once said, your toughness is made up of equal parts of persistence and experience. You don't so much outrun your opponents as outlast and outsmart them. And the toughest opponent of all is the one inside your head. Thank you for watching the video. Please do like, subscribe, share, and stay tuned to watch more such videos.